Hello, everybody. Welcome to Passive Money. This is your host, CJ, and today we're going to be talking about real estate. And a lot of people have shifted from cryptos because of the red market and they've moved over to real estate. People pulled out their money back in December and, they're considering going into real estate. So I've been getting a few questions and it just has to do with real estate. We're not talking just real estate. Everybody knows real estate is usually a good investment. We also know that when it comes to real estate, location is important. However, a lot of us are not originally from United States. So the question now becomes investing in real estate in third world countries. Is it worth it? Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the investment? So we're going to go ahead and dissect this. To do this, we're going to be using Nigeria. I'm using Nigeria in this case because I'm familiar with the real estate in Nigeria. I'm familiar with the financial situation, the security issues. I'm familiar with the appreciation of real estate. There are other factors that we will also be discussing in this topic. Now, when it comes to investment in real estate, everybody is looking for where the returns will be most. So definitely investing in the United States will or most likely will be a better alternative. However, we all want to invest in motherland. If you have any cultural ties to your home country, there's always a chance you want to put up something there in regards to real estate. Now, when it comes to real estate, there's usually three different sectors that people take when it comes to investing in real estate. They're either just building or buying a vacation home, which would serve as a family home. Anytime that they travel, they will stay at that home. Some other people would buy or build and just rent it out and be, getting some sort of monthly returns from such real estate investment. And then other people kind of turn it into a business where they build, sell. So, there's some business venture to it, but it's, they're all still real estate investments, and no matter how you pick and choose, they're all real estate investments. So we're going to dissect these three things and then see how and see whether investing in real estate in Nigeria today is a good idea. So the first thing that I would like to say here is that real estate is great. Now, when real estate investments are merged with other political or social economic concerns, then you have to put all these other things into consideration because, at the end of the day, you want to be able to secure your investment and you also want to be able to get some kind of returns on your investment. Right now, the biggest problem that we have in investing in real estate in Nigeria is the devaluation of the naira. The naira is the Nigerian currency. So investing in real estate in Nigeria right now is not a bad idea, but you need to define your end goal. If you're building or buying to have that vacation home, to have that second home, to represent, be it in the city, be it in your hometown, and you want somewhere that you're always going to be able to come back to, definitely that's good. We have this popular adage, akuluono, amaloye palia, which in essence just means when your wealth goes back, gets back to your hometown, that's when they truly know who the owner is. So it's just a way of saying nobody really knows that you're rich until you do something that would show off that wealth, which is usually expected that you start in your hometown. Now, if this number one is your end goal, then by all means, build or buy, whichever one you choose. Now, the second alternative is investing for a monthly return, which is kind of like investing, building, and then renting. So when you're building a home in Nigeria with the sole purpose to rent it out and bring in revenue that would be returned to you in the United States, then you really might want to consider if you're making the best choice. Why do I say this? The devaluation of the naira is something that you cannot ignore. When we're investing, when we're going back to build these homes back in Nigeria, we really don't factor this in. We just see it as, okay, this is money that you need to invest. You put it out there, you don't have to worry about it. There's no mortgage on it, there's no loans on it, and it's safe investment. I agree, it is safe investment. It's safe investment if the government is demanding money from you. Nobody goes there to attack the home you have back there, and that's something to always keep in mind. I get it. However, when you're expecting to get money back, get money on a monthly basis out of your real estate investment in Nigeria, you have to be cautious, because the first thing that you will quickly notice is that the cost to reconvert your money and bring it back to US dollars is steep. So you can easily make a $50,000 investment, you convert it back to naira, it turns into quite a huge chunk of money. You build and then you start expecting returns. A $50,000 home, let's use 100,000 just for simplicity's sake. $100,000 home in the United States, you could expect to be getting rent of around $600 to $1,000, and I'm just trying to be a little conservative. $600 to $1,000. Now, of course, this depends on the location. If we are talking Los Angeles, then you are not even going to see $100,000 home. But there are some states, Texas, that you can expect to see homes that are going for $100,000. Now, those homes, you could expect to rent it, $600, $650, so on and so forth on a monthly basis. If this were to be the case, your $650 would always be your $650. If it's if it's deposited into your account, it would still be your $650. Now, if you were to do something similar in Nigeria, then let's just take your same 100,000. Currently, that would place you around 50 million or so in the Nigerian currency. That 50 million could buy you a house. Yes, could buy you a good house that you can rent. Of course, again, it comes with the location. If it were to be in a certain area, let's just assume it's in Lagos, Nigeria, you might expect maybe $2 million or $3 million a year in rent. $3 million a year rent, if you convert it, we're just using the rate of $500, 500 naira to a dollar. If you convert 3 million, you'll be getting approximately, give or take, $6,000. So this $6,000 is $6,000 today. If you were to have built this house 10 years ago, the exchange rate at that time was around 200 naira to a dollar. So at that particular time, you would have been getting more money for your buck. And I can bet in the next 10 years, that amount will probably no longer be 6,000. It might be 3,000. So the devaluation of the naira is definitely affecting the rate of return. Now, if you were to stay in Nigeria, definitely your 3 million will be your 3 million, and we can just be talking inflation. However, because you have to constantly be converting and returning your profits, your proceeds back to the United States, you would definitely have to deal with that conversion, and that conversion has been getting worse and worse with every time that the naira is devalued. So that being said, it starts not looking like a good investment, because I've had people that have invested quite a lot. At the beginning of their investment, the returns were huge, and right now the money has pretty much disappeared. I know a guy that's now bringing in $1,000. By the time the money is converted back to the US dollars, the whole money is dwindles down to like 1,000 or 1,005, and that's like an annual revenue. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Now, the third option is the buy and sell. Here's the thing with buy and sell. It always seems like it's the most reasonable, because you don't hold on to the property. You buy, you build, and you sell it. So you build it and you try to sell it within the same time frame. If you're lucky enough, this could work. But here's the thing. When you build a house, the fastest you can build a home in Nigeria, let's just assume that you have the funds, you're looking at 3 months. Give another 1 or 2 months for finishing. So let's just put this at 6 months. You build out this house in 6 months. There's always a big chance, and this, we can just take a look at this historically, because the naira has devalued significantly every 6 months. So if we were to take a look back in 2000 and the beginning of 2021, we're now in 2022 February, beginning of 2021, naira, $1 was equivalent to 400 naira at the beginning of 2021. Right now, and I'm talking black market rates, because of course you're not going by the bank rates. Nobody goes by the bank rates except if you're going on an official venture. Otherwise, there's that black market, and you want to get the best out of your money, so you would always go for the rate that's higher. That's human beings. So going with the black market rate, as of January, February last year, $1 was equivalent to 400 naira. Right now, February 2022, $1 is equivalent to 565 naira. So that's a significant jump from 400 to 565. Now let's put this into perspective. Let's say you spent 100,000 to build a house. You sent the money, they bought materials, they started building this thing last year, January. By this year, January, you are done, you are complete, the building is complete, and you have put it up for sale. Now, the dollar is equivalent to 565, 517 naira. So the same $100,000, your 100,000 was worth 400 million. That's at the rate of $1 is to 400 naira. Now, on completion of the project and you are putting it up for sale, let's say you planned on making 10 million from this. So it cost you 40 million to build it, and you plan on selling it for 50 million. That's 10 million profit. That's supposed to be decent enough profit on a flip, on a real estate flip. However, right now, the same 100,000 is worth 56 million. If you were actually to sell this property for 50 million, you would actually be losing. So let's see, 50 million, right? And that's at the current rate of 565. You would only be getting $88,000. So you see the problem here. Last year, January, it cost you $100,000, which converted to 40 million. You planned on making 10 million profit. So a year later, you were planning on selling this for 50 million. The problem is that if you sell it for 50 million, your 50 million in today's rate is worth 88,000. So you are actually losing 12,000 instead of making. So although you made 10 million in the Naira currency, you actually lost money in the conversion. So you end up with less than you spent. Now this is a real problem. It's a real problem, and I'm going to show you guys examples of homes that were built and put up for sale when they were first put up for sale. And I'm talking homes that are expensive homes, 200 million Naira homes that were put up for sale for 417,000. At that time, the 200 million was $417,000. The home has not yet sold, and 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, the same 200 million is only worth $350,000. So it's a big problem. It's a big problem that no single individual can address. Now, you could, of course, there's little ways to get around this. Now, one of the ways would be to peg your sale to the US dollars. So instead of putting your price tag in Naira, you put it in dollars. So let's just say that it cost you $100,000 to build, and you expect to make 10 million, or you expect to make $20,000. So you put it up for sale at the $120,000. The problem is that you are in a country that's using Naira, and you are putting your house up for sale at dollar rate. It's going to be confusing for a lot of people, and many people will see it as you trying to cheat them. That's how homes will stay in the market for so long, because when people now convert it, it's way too expensive. So that 200 million that was once 417,000 US dollars, the same 200 million, the property hasn't been sold in 4 months, and all of a sudden the same 200 million is only worth $350,000. That's approximately $67,000 that you lost to devaluation of the Naira currency. There's no way any real estate developer can survive with that kind of devaluation of the currency. So, or with that kind of currency instability. Now, so if you ask me, is it a good idea to invest in real estate in Nigeria? The first question I would ask you is, why are you looking to invest? Because that answer is going to determine if it's a good idea to invest. If you're investing as a second home, definitely good. If you're looking for somewhere that you can be generating retirement income, definitely that's good. If you're investing so that you'll be getting monthly returns, not a good idea. Not with the Nigeria today. If you're building to be selling, then the first thing to keep in mind is that you need speed of light to build and sell, because in between building and selling, you better hope that the Naira does not get further devalued as to put you upside down on your investment. So guys, thank you for watching. If you found any value in this, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Look, I'm a firm believer in investing in the motherland. For me, real estate is the thing. So my investments in real estate, I'm always looking at it from a different perspective. That perspective of, this is a long-term thing, monies that you could definitely retire on, money that, if you're planning on moving back to motherland anytime in the future, these are, definitely good reasons to stay vested in Nigeria. If you're looking to be making monthly returns on your investment, not with the economic situation that's currently on ground in Nigeria, because the devolution is still ongoing. I'm not discouraging anybody, but that's just the facts that we're currently presented with. So guys, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions. We're all about financial freedom in this channel, so we're definitely open to hearing your thoughts. If you believe that there's ways or other ways that real estate can be profitable, please share those in the comment section. I would like to know. And good luck with your real estate investment.